Terrifying discovery under the Antarctic ice. Welcome to our channel. Did you know that the Antarctic is one of the most arid and lonely places on the planet? But that does not mean that many things do not happen there. As scientists are everywhere doing research, what secrets are under all that ice? What have scientists found in that place? Today, we are going to show you what scientists have discovered in this fascinating place. I invite you to join us. So let's get started. First of all, we will talk about a hole the size of the state of Maine. Holes are no big deal. Many are dug every day. However, the NASA scientist was surprised by the size of the hole discovered in Antarctica. The huge hole grew to be the size of Maine and covered 31,000 square miles at its largest size, or 19.8 million acres. A similar, albeit smaller, hole was discovered about a year before scientists prompted further investigation. In the Weddell Sea, which was many times larger than the present polynya in Antarctica. This polynya was formed by the physical upwelling of warmth, salty water to the surface, which eventually melted the sea ice, and as long as there is a constant replenishment of warm water at the ocean surface, this warm water cools and sinks and is replaced by deeper, warmer water, and the cycle continues. The polynya will exist as long as the water continues to rise. Scientists are not sure why, after decades of ice, the underlying base of ocean water began to form the polynya. So far, there is not enough information to determine why the polynya formed 2 years in a row after being absent for decades. As a result, this hole drilled in the ice will be further studied by robotic submersibles, as it is extremely difficult for humans to reach that location. A UFO in Antarctica? On the other hand, there are satellite images that, as amazing and unreal as it may seem, will allow scientists to better understand what is going on with the second UFO seen in Antarctica. Yes, this is the second one. Google Earth has an intriguing tool that allows for a faster, real-time, three-dimensional view of any number of locations. However, in rare cases, it has produced shocking and mysterious results that are often hard to believe. One such incident sparked outrage on the internet after a man in the United States claimed to have seen an unidentified flying object, or UFO, in Antarctica while searching Google Earth. The image was shared by a Reddit user named Lesoy, who claimed to have spotted a rare object hovering in the air over Antarctica on his Reddit handle. The observant user posted an image of a white cylindrical object on a brown background. The unidentified rocky-looking object was spotted at 74.0322 south, 22.4506 west, along the edge with the southernmost part of the uninhabited ice-covered landmass. The user posted the photo to Reddit and asked users to help him identify the object in the air. He captioned the photo, "Is it a UFO? Or a rock?" Google Earth image of Antarctica. The photograph appeared amid a flurry of unconfirmed UFO sightings around the world. Another major discovery made in Antarctica is the stardust, a material older than the sun. Although it may be hard to imagine an object on Earth being older than the sun, this would give rise to the theory that we are the centerpiece of our solar system. However, all it takes to find such an object is a trip to Antarctica. Researchers exclaimed stardust and discovered that it was composed of graphite, a type of carbon, and silicate, a salt composed of silicon and oxygen. When the scientists compared this composition with models, they concluded that it was most likely caused by a type of stellar explosion known as nova. The tiny speck of stardust was hidden inside the Antarctic meteorite, which was catapulted into our celestial neighborhood by an ancient stellar explosion that predates the formation of our solar system. Nova explosions occur when a common star exchanges energy with a white dwarf star that has consumed most of its nuclear fuel. One white dwarf consumes the other star by gaining enough new material to reignite in a powerful explosion. These explosions throw material out into space. This is how the stardust sample was formed and traveled through interstellar space to the vicinity of our solar system. These stellar explosions launch ingredients into interstellar space where they are eventually become rare finds, like this ancient grain that could provide information about how our solar system works. A brief pause. If you made it this far and you're liking our content, subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with our new videos. Now let's continue with the video. Giant spiders. Giant sea spiders found in Antarctica can reach up to 70 centimeters, with cases up to 80 centimeters. This is a real anomaly, since arachnid species can be found throughout the world's ocean in their depths, but their sizes do not vary greatly from terrestrial spiders. Only in the polar seas, where temperatures are very low, have specimens of such unusual sizes have been observed so far. A group of scientists, led by Amy Morin and Kathleen Shishido from the biology department of the University of Hawaii, went to Antarctica to analyze pycnogonids, giant spiders that do not have gills or any respiratory organ and have learned to breathe through their long legs. Until now, the hypothesis was that the oxygen temperature accounted for the large size of certain animal species in the cold Antarctic. with a year-round temperature about -1.9 Celsius. According to Shishido, in the study published in the journal Proceedings of the Royal Studies B, it is a lot of work for some animals. In this context, to capture oxygen and conduct it to their cells, especially for the larger ones, if cold temperatures make you need less oxygen, you can grow to a larger size. The Arctic Song. When ice shelves collapse, they can raise sea levels. Ice shelves across Antarctica have been thinning, and in some cases breaking up or retreating, due to ocean and air temperatures. Previous observations have shown that Antarctic ice shelves can collapse suddenly and without obvious warning signs, which occurred when the Antarctic Peninsula abruptly collapsed in 2002. To better understand physical properties of the Ross Ice Shelf, researchers buried 34 extremely sensitive seismic sensors beneath its snowy surface. The sensors allow researchers to monitor the shelf and the vibrations of its structures and movements for 2 years, from late 2014 to early 2017. These ice shelves are covered by thin layers of snow, often several meters deep, which are covered by huge snow dunes, like sand dunes in a desert. This snow cover acts as a fur coat for the underlying ice, isolating the ice. When the researchers began analyzing the data on the Ross Ice Shelf, they noticed something about it. When they looked more closely at the data, they discovered the world of snow dunes caused by the snow cover and the rumbling of the ice sheet, like the beating of a Colosseum drum. It sounds like a song from the ice sheet. They also noticed the pitch of this seismic song when the weather changed, altering the snow and ice cover. They found the ice sounded at different frequencies when the windstorms transformed. And shifted the dunes, or when the air temperature rose or fell, which rapidly changed the waves through the snow. It's like you're playing a flute constantly on the platform, said Julian Chaput, a geophysicist and mathematician at Colorado State University in Fort Collins and lead author of the new study published in Geophysical Research Letters, a journal of the American Geophysical Union. Just as musicians can change the pitch of a note on a flute by altering the holes through which the airflow passes or the speed at which it flows, weather conditions on the ice shelf can change the frequency of its vibration by altering its dune-like. According to Chaput, you either change the velocity of the snow by heating it or by adding or destroying dunes, he said, and those are essentially the two forcing effects we can observe. The hum is too low in frequency to be audible by human ears, but the new findings suggest that much information can be gleaned from them. Anyway, we have reached the end of the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Leave us your opinion in the comment box so we know what you think.